Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Cities Skylines. We are busting more myths today and we're in a snowy map, which I've never been in before. Because the first myth is forest fires won't spread on snowy maps. Now, if we zoom in, you can see the trees are covered in snow. And of course the ground is covered in snow as well. So I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to head into here. We're going to select the forest fire natural disaster and we're going to, I guess we'll just shove that in the middle. Oh, it's out of city limits. Hang on a second. Buy that. Okay, now I've set a forest fire. Let's zoom in and see what actually happened. Oh, they're on fire. They are definitely on fire. Is the fire going to spread or is it going to go out though? Won't lie, it looks like it's spreading. I love how the trees, they're still snowy. Like, why hasn't the snow melted? Oh, look. The ground is going black in the middle, so they're burning. The trees are now stalks. Not the bird, like stalks, not stalks. But whilst we're in the middle of this, I'm going to press pause because although the myth of forest fires won't spread on snowy maps is busted, I have another forest fire myth. Now, you may remember last time we tested out the fire watchtower. Basically, we found out that they're completely inflammable. So someone informed me of the myth. A row of watchtowers will stop a forest fire. Now, since that is our fire, I'm gonna do a row of watchtowers. So we're gonna put them as close as possible to each other like that. And you'll notice as I'm placing these, it is removing the trees from underneath. So that's sort of a positive. So there is our line of watchtowers. There is our forest fire. Let's see, will the fire spread from one side to the other? The fire has met the watchtowers. Is it going to spread? Oh, I think... No way! No way! It has actually stopped. Wait, has it? What's happening in the middle there? Oh, it has. They've stopped the fire. I was not expecting that at all. Like, if you zoom in, it actually looks like some of these trees. Are they burnt? Is that tree burnt? It might just be like black, like covered in soot. Whoa, that is impressive. Okay, so a row of watchtowers will stop a forest fire. It's confirmed. It actually will. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, on to the next myth. Now, we're back in the greenery of a normal map for this next myth. And the myth is tornadoes speed up wind turbines. Oh dear. Right, now I've picked a map where I've completely leveled this. So if we select a wind turbine, you can see all the wind strength, all the estimated production of this is 8 megawatts. But I feel like before I put one down, I should probably spawn the tornado first. Because these, like, they come in from a side. So although it's got like a crosshair, we click that and then fast forward through time. Oh, it's happy New Year, everyone. All right, so we know a tornado will be spawning from somewhere. So before it does, I've got this one in the middle. Wind speed is 10. Power output is 8 megawatts. Exactly as expected. So let's see when the tornado comes. Will that go up? All right, so first off, we've got the warning top left. You can see it's raining. Has that changed the speed at all? Wind speed still 10. All right, and then we have a massive tornado. Okay, so has that changed the wind speed? Wind speed is still 10. You can see the tornado is heading straight for it. Wind speed still 10. All right, so now it's right in the middle. It's been destroyed. I mean, wind speed is still 10, but all right, well, let's just put this in the path. So if we put it like there, yeah, wind speed still 10. It's getting eaten. Okay, so tornadoes definitely don't have a wind speed, which means the myth of tornadoes will speed up wind turbines is busted. It will just collapse them into a pile of steel and apparently lots of concrete. Anyway, on to the next myth. So for this next myth, we are back in no other place than Engertopia. This time with our brand new, I don't know what we're calling this, the pit. I think it's called the pit. Oh, it always makes me want a donut when I look at this thing. Anyway, we are heading to the inside of this. Because if you saw the video in which we built this, you will know that this is set at the lowest possible level. We literally cannot dig any deeper. Hence, all these guys, they are well and truly trapped. Well, except for the roads leading out. But I figured this was a good place to test this next myth, which is a sinkhole inside a sinkhole will become infinitely deep. So basically, if you keep adding sinkholes, it will mine like to the pit of hell. And since this is where the architects is, we're sort of already in a pit of hell. So first off, we'll select the sinkhole. We'll rang up the severity to 10. Yeah, and then where do I put? I'm tempted to put this on the nuclear power plant. Yeah, okay, let's see how that goes. Now, because we're already at the lowest point of the map, I'm not actually sure if this will create a hole. So this could literally go either way. You can see, the building is getting destroyed. Goodbye, nuclear power plant. The sinkhole, that's not much of a sinkhole. That's not a sink anything. That's imagine that. Like, I don't even understand how that would happen. The nuclear power plant it's been eaten up by the grass, I guess. The building has definitely gone, but it literally didn't go anywhere. So yeah, I guess a nice quick one because that is myth busted. But we're not going to stop there with the sinkholes because we have another myth. And for this one, we're going to leave the architect pit where we've built a nice bridge here. And I'm going to do quite a few different types of bridge because I want to give this a fair test. And the myth is a sinkhole under a bridge span will destroy the bridge. So this time the severity is going to go right down to just a 1. We're going to select the sinkhole. And I guess to start with, we'll try and go in the middle of the span of that bridge. Now, obviously, if there was to be a sinkhole down there, like in real life, that wouldn't affect the bridge at all. The whole point of a bridge is to span over whatever is beneath it. But the way it works in this game, if you sort of hover over that, you can see that is all selected. So perhaps if a natural disaster occurs down there, it will affect the structure above. We will have to see. All right, so there is the sinkhole. You can see the bridge above. Is it going to be affected? Oh, it's not. It's actually not. Oh, wait. Why did you collapse? Why did that pillar just collapse? The one over this side is fine. What the hell? The bridge is actually still standing though, which I guess sort of makes sense since there's all that metal there. I'm not going to lie, unexpected. I'm not sure what's happened there. Hence, we've got all these other bridges to see what happens with these. So we'll do one in there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I've called in a sinkhole to happen under the middle span of all these bridges. And I guess we'll see if they will survive. Or, I don't know, maybe they'll take a bit of damage like this one. I don't really understand what happened to this one. I will not lie to you. Right, so the next one is happening. That bridge is gone. Oh, that bridge is gone. It's destroying all of them. Look, all the spans are being destroyed. Yeah, look, they've both gone. They've both gone. Oh, they've all gone. Oh, well, that's sort of disappointing. After the first one, I thought we might actually be okay. But turns out we've been letting architects design these bridges because if an engineer had built this, I'll tell you what, that would not have happened. So I guess a sinkhole under a bridge span will destroy a bridge. That is confirmed. Well, unless you build that bridge. Perhaps we need the third type of myth that I always forget about. Perhaps it's plausible. All right, on to the next myth. So for this next myth, we're looking at tornadoes again. The myth is combining 2 or more tornadoes will create a mega tornado. And also, I wanted to see, this is just like purely out of my own interest. All right, there's a railway here. If I were to take this, build a few different types of train station, connect them all up then. Yes, look, we've got trains. We have trains. So we'll select the tornado, wang up the severity all the way to 10. And then I'm going to spawn as many of these as I can in the center here. And we'll see, will they turn into a mega tornado? Or as what some might call the Tornado-nado! Yeah, my little side quest, I just want to know, will like trains get picked up by a tornado? Anyway, first tornado is here. Oh, and the second one. So I imagine they'll both come this direction. So yes, this train just about escaping. Oh man, they are huge. This is terrifying. All right, train down here. Tornado literally right next to it. Got away safely though somehow. And meanwhile over here, it looks like all the tornadoes are converging. Are they gonna make a mega tornado? I mean, there's sort of 2 there getting it on. Should we censor this? I feel like we should censor this. It's getting a bit intimate. But yeah, is that a MEGANADO? It looks incredible. Sadly, it has destroyed most of the train tracks and railways. And looking, I feel like they're still definitely separate. Oh look, they're about to run over the train. Okay, so is the train gonna get mullered? Or is it going to be okay? Oh, it just missed. No. Oh, you lucky train. Look, the railway in front of it has been destroyed. Actually, the railway underneath it has been... Oh, okay. Train got obliterated out of existence. If we just zoom out, you can see the MEGANADO is split into multiple nados. So I guess technically it never combined, meaning this myth is busted. Still, it was pretty fun to see like 6 nados combine and just obliterate the ground. Right, on to the next one. So for this myth, we're in the suburbs of Engisopia. We're not going to be stalking someone like we did before, although I guess we will a little bit. Because at the moment, we are stalking Amanda Wright. Now, if we just press pause, she resides at the Briar Rose residence. So that is that house there. So basically, this myth is destroying a house will kill the resident. So if I come down to here and I destroy old Amanda's house, will Amanda cease to exist? That is the question. Now, there's a few ways I could destroy this house. I could literally just delete it from existence with the bulldozer. But this is Mythbusters. We got some like TV production money to spend on this thing. So we're going to look at her house. We're going to put it in the middle of a crosshair for a meteor strike. Boosh. And then we're just going to press play. We're going to see what she... Oh, no. It looks like... Don't say she's going home. Okay, she's not going home. That's good. I thought she was going to drive to her house. It does actually say there she's driving to work. She's an agent at the law firm. Oh, I think she just drove past the Paddy-mobile. Do you remember Paddy and Matt from last time? There are lots of theories in the comments about that little story that was happening there. Lots of conspiracy theorists saying Matt stole the Paddy-mobile. But yeah, I do sort of want to see where she is. Just because I know the camera's probably going to drag me back when the meteor hits. All right, she's currently stuck in traffic. That is actually good because we've just had a warning in the top left. A meteor is about to strike. Right, there comes the meteor. Oh! Ooh. Okay, her house has been destroyed, as well as a lot of other houses near there. Thankfully, she is still selected. So if we head back over to her, she's still in her car, completely oblivious that her house has been destroyed. She's still alive. So she hasn't been killed. And if you look at this list, so you can see she still works at the law firm. She doesn't have a house. So she is now homeless, I guess. Well, now I do want to stalk her and see where she goes after work. Oh, look, she's moved house. She resides at the Anchor residence now. So that's over there. Oh, she's moved from like a nice little suburb well into the city, a flat in the city. Well, sorry, Amanda, but this is for science. Oh, no. She just disappeared. She just disappeared out of existence. Oh, no. Hang on. Look, I've come to her house just to see how many people live there. It says collapsed. How is it collapsed? Like, all the ones next door are absolutely fine, but that building's collapsed. I know if we zoom out, I mean, that meteor is very, very imminent. Oh, I've never had a close-up of the meteor. Oh, yes, it's very meteory. I wonder if it says collapsed because it knows it's about to be boosted. But then, like, the other ones... they weren't collapsed. I mean, now they very much are. I feel bad. I destroyed Amanda's house. She didn't even live there because she got deleted from existence before the meteor struck. Anyway, the myth of destroying a house will kill the resident, I think, is busted. They just move house until their luck does eventually run out and they just get wiped from existence. All right, so for the next myth, we've got the Discovery Channel will see this and copyright strike. Ignore that one. On to the next myth. All right, so for this next myth, I'm sort of building like a very small little city thing. I'm going to paint half of it in residential, and then the other half I'm literally just going to cover in trees. And then at the end of these two roads up here, I'm going to be putting right in the middle a fire helicopter depot, then of course at the back a fire watchtower, because this myth is fire helicopters care more about trees than buildings. So basically we've got living people on this side. You can see everyone is finally moving in. Then this other side, there's also life. There's tree life. So the question is, we've got 3 helicopters. What will they choose to save first? Now, to try and make this even fairer, I am going to do like a little, probably, oh, that's quite big. Right in the middle, a load of water so that the helicopters can go and get the water. By the way, there's raging crime throughout this town, so maybe we should just let it burn. All right, so in our natural disasters, we have a forest fire. So now the game is paused, I can say forest fire, boosh, go on that side. And then this one, which is just a fire, that should set the buildings on fire. So if I do boost that, then when I press play, they should simultaneously set on fire. Yep, you can see fires on both sides. So the question is, where will the helicopters go first? Do they care more about people burning or trees burning? So the first helicopter is coming out. It looks like he's heading for the trees. He's heading for the trees. What about these people burning? I mean, are people more important than trees? I guess I love that this person's still returning home. Like, I'm just gonna park my car there, go back to work. Dog, mate, get out of the fire. What are you doing, dog? Oh, look. So whilst there are still trees on fire, this guy's decided to put a house out. I wonder if the trees were out for a split second. So this one, are you going to go to any of the houses that are on fire? No, straight for the trees. Okay, it looks like then fire helicopters definitely prioritize forest fires over building fires. So sorry people that are stuck outside watching your house, but you really should stand back a bit in my opinion. Looks pretty toasty. But the good news is they do actually put out buildings, just not as a priority. So again, quite surprisingly, I think, fire helicopters care more about trees than buildings. That myth is confirmed. Hang on a second. I've just set another fire at the other end just to confirm. And look, there's only one building on fire. Helicopters are going straight for the building and not the trees this time. Ooh, okay, I'm changing that. It's no longer confirmed. It's plausible. I guess they just decide what they think's more important at that time, I guess. Or perhaps it was because I wasn't completely symmetrical about the fires and I don't know, maybe it picks first. Either way, I think plausible is the answer for this one. On to the next one. And for this next one, I have leveled out the terrain at a terrain height of 0, so as low as we can go. And then I've put a wind turbine in the middle just so we can do a little test. We can see wind speed is 10. We're producing 8 megawatts. Now, the myth here is a buried wind turbine still produces power. So if we pause the game there, we remember the power output and wind speed, and then we do a bit of terrain shifting. So what I'm thinking, if we bring up all that ground, you can see that has brung up the wind turbine with it, but we can put the brush size down to 0. Then looking straight down, yeah, you can see down here, there is the wind turbine. If we zoom right out, you can see it's down that little square, which I've somehow done the strongest shape there. That was complete accident, I swear. And if we zoom out, you can really get a taste of just how deep that wind turbine is. So the question is, if we click on that wind turbine and then press play, wind speed 0, not operating. No way. You can probably tell from my voice, I was not expecting that to be a thing. I wonder if that's because it's like actually buried. Oh, and I want to know if I were to just make this a little bit wider. All right, so looking down there, there's definitely space for it to move now. So if we click on it now, wind speed still 0. Oh man, that's really cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh, I don't know why that's so impressive. But the myth of a buried wind turbine will still produce power is busted. It will not. There's no wind down deep holes. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you have any more myths, leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them at some point. But for now, I'll say peace, love, and buried wind turbines. Oh look, can you see it's still rotating? It still rotates. So it does actually follow the wind. It just makes no wind. Bye guys!